Thanks, Robert. Just what does all of this really mean for Apple, AT&T, and the tech geeks who waited in line for days to get that new iPhone?
With us now, we have someone who knows a little something about the iPhone and the people who love and hate it. Erick Schonfeld is co-editor of TechCrunch.com, which is a great website, by the way. Congratulations on that. But let me ask you about the AT&T charges, because that's a real bugaboo with this. The word has gotten out that in the course of a year, you're going to pay more per month than you used to, so much more that it's going to negate entirely the cost reduction for the iPhone. Is that going to cut into sales?
It could very well. You know, the new iPhone is $200 or $300 depending on what model, but over a 2-year contract, you're actually paying $240 to $360 more, I believe, than you would have under the old contract.
And consumers are savvy; they know that.
So you're paying at least $10 more a month to AT&T. So you either pay up front or you pay on the back end. And if you are an AT&T customer, an existing customer, you're still in your contract, then you have to pay more than the $200 or $300 price.
I mean, listen, kudos to Apple, who put it out there at $199, making everybody think that it was going to be a lot cheaper and you would get a lot more. Meantime, the battery life isn't as good as it is. Not to mention the fact that we talk about these hidden costs. Are they assuming Americans aren't very intelligent, that they wouldn't figure that out? Or do you think that people would just buy it no matter what?
You know, I think it's a great marketing move. Apple's known for its marketing moves, and I think that a lot of people, they buy their phones based on the list price. They don't really calculate the cost over, you know, 2 years. Or even if they did, it doesn't really influence their decision because it's $200 now.
Should
so
they?
I think if you want to, well, maybe they should. You know, you should make that same calculation with a lot of financial decisions in your life, but you don't.
Yeah.
Right. So exactly. I don't think that that's really going to be a factor. I think that you know, more importantly, there's some features about this phone that really do make it very interesting.
Make it unique, and that is always what Steve Jobs does, the guy who runs Apple so well. He always presents a design that nobody comes close to. You see a lot of imitators out there. I'm not fronting for Apple here, but what he does to this technology, nobody else does.
That's right, and I think that the bigger question here for investors is what we're seeing the real web coming to phones. It's not a compromised web. It's a real web. And
as fast as your computer at home.
As fast as your computer. And the iPhone is the first real device that brings the full experience of the web to your phone. And now you have applications that can run on the phone. And the App Store, I think, is the most exciting thing about this whole device. Not that the device is great. You've got the GPS, and you've got you know, faster data networks, et cetera. But what's really exciting is that people outside of Apple, software developers and entrepreneurs and startups can create their own applications that run on the device, and they can take advantage of the GPS, the location, and all the different features.
Did you buy one?
I didn't buy one because I have a BlackBerry that I bought a year before, so I would have had to pay $400 or $500.
Yeah, see, but I'm not interested in one. I don't know. And I
really?
love fancy gadgets. I love all that, but I love my BlackBerry.
See, my wife has one, and she loves it. People fall in love with Apple. That's always been another key to their success as a marketing device. They form this partnership, this relationship with the consumer that very few people have. People fall in love with their devices and in love with the company.
And I'm in love with my BlackBerry.
They do that, though, by controlling the
BlackBerry
experience.
does it, too, yeah.
You know, they do that by controlling the experience, which is why it's such a seamless experience, but it can also backfire on them. For instance, today we had almost 6 million iPhone bricks because everyone who was trying to update their iPhone.
What is a brick?
An iPhone brick is, before, if you tried to modify your iPhone, it would turn into a brick. It wouldn't work anymore, right? And today, even the old iPhone, people were trying to update to the new software so they could take advantage of these new applications. There's more than 500 new applications in iTunes now. And there were so many people trying to do this that it bricked their phones. So even people with the old iPhones, they couldn't use their phones.
Great.
Why? Because Apple wanted to control the process.
I love the new nomenclature. It bricked your phone. Only now, only by somebody
brick
from
is now a verb. Erick, thank you.
TechCrunch.com.